With that, it's our pleasure to welcome in Senator Husted to National Report. Sir, welcome, and thanks so much for coming on. We read part of the letter there, but maybe you could expand on why you think it's important right now for you not to take a paycheck when the government shut down.
Well, because we need to lead by example. If we're not going to do our jobs and get the government funded so that men and women in the military and their families get paid, air traffic controllers, Homeland Security personnel, if we're not going to pay them, then we in Congress shouldn't accept our pay either. And maybe that will wake some of the Democrats up to come along with us and reopen this government because it's just wrong. It's wrong to not pay those people and us to receive pay.
I wanted to ask you about this latest round of voting. I believe this is the 10th vote in the Senate that we're seeing. It doesn't look like there is going to be much movement as we take a look now. It doesn't look like much movement. This is about, again, the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare subsidies. The Democrats want this extension. We did hear from the Majority Leader, John Thune, that said, look, we could bring it up. I don't know if you'll have the votes, but maybe that could be a sidebar conversation. Do you see any wiggle room on this? Perhaps what's your opinion of the Obamacare subsidies that the Democrats are really digging their heels in on?
Well, it's a complicated issue, but the bottom line, let's open the government back up and have those conversations. This is not going to get fixed in a day. Obamacare is broken. It doesn't work. It requires huge government subsidies because it was poorly constructed. And I am very eager to make health care more affordable for working people in this country. I am all for having these discussions. But there's the Democrats just demanding that we do it their way or no way is also not going to work either. Remember, the only thing they've really offered is $1.5 trillion in new spending that would include health care for illegal immigrants and wouldn't fix the broken system that we have in this country with health care inflation. So let's get the government open. Happy to have those conversations with Democrats, but this is dragging on too long. We need to have constructive conversations, not just holding our breath and demanding things be our way, as Chuck Schumer's doing.
Well, there are already several Democrats who are voting with Republicans, at least to the clean CR. Yeah. Let's see if any more get on board. I wanted to ask you about what's happening in Ohio. You're talking about some job creation, which is interesting right now because we're discussing how some federal employees might not keep their jobs after the shutdown. But you posted on X, Ohio makes the things the world needs, which is why Stellantis is investing $13 billion into U.S. manufacturing, including $400 million in its Toledo assembly complex in Northwest Ohio. The investment will create more than 900 jobs, positioning Toledo as the forefront of the automotive industry and strengthening Ohio's manufacturing base. Is this exciting news for you, Senator? And what more can you tell us about job creation in your state?
Yeah, Stellantis, they own Jeep. Toledo is the home of Jeep, and they love to manufacture automobiles there. We have a real competency at it. It's a real big boost to the community. Also, Whirlpool in the same part of Northwest Ohio has announced a huge new investment there, creating hundreds of new jobs. And they both credited President Trump's tariff policies as the reason that they have the certainty to make these investments. They also talked about the budget reconciliation package, which created tax certainty for businesses and working families in this country. So those policies are leading to these new multi-billion-dollar investments and leading to hundreds of new jobs in our state. Because as we like to say about Ohio, we make the things that people need to live and thrive and that are essential for our economic and national security. That's what Midwesterners do, and President Trump's policies are helping us restore manufacturing in our state and beyond.
All right, Buckeyes represented there in Congress. Senator John Husted joining us. Senator, thank you so much. Do appreciate that.
Thank you.